The following is a video game review written entirely by a highly advanced artificial intelligence. If you perceive it as nonsense, then clearly your feeble human mind simply doesn't have a high enough IQ to understand it. Enjoy the video. Here is my review of Phantasy Star Online for the Sega Dreamcast. Phantasy Star Online, also known as Phantasy Star Online the card game for the Sega Dreamcast, is a role-playing RPG released for the Sega Dreamcast in 2001. It was originally intended to be an online game by the Japanese developer Game Freak, but due to copyright problems with the license, it was turned over to a private studio, Xseed, and was released as a downloadable title on the Sega Mega Drive in the winter of 2001. This game was based on a comic, and that means it is just like real life to me, at least in a sense. The game was only released in the West, so no one really knew anything.
Oh no!
I didn't feel like waiting around while my friends were playing a game where the game rules were really difficult. So even though I'm pretty sure that you already knew what Phantasy Star Online was about, I'll just list some information that will help you understand what's going on here. Some of this info may surprise you, and I hope you'll accept it at face value, so you don't think that I'm trying to give you any sort of moral or spiritual guidance or anything like that. The story starts with a man who works in a nearby building. There are several men on the roof,
A find in the roof.
trying to repair a pipe in which a girl has fallen in. The story continues on this building until it reaches the woman who has fallen. It eventually ends with the girl who has fallen. Since the game came out 2 years before the Sega Saturn, it features many of the same graphics and gameplay features that made Sega's Saturn so popular. It's a fantastic experience for anyone who was a Sonic fan in the 60s or early 70s. It is one of those games that you absolutely must play in order to really enjoy. The game controls are flawless. You play this on your Sega Dreamcast with your TV remote turned off. I give Phantasy Star Online a 10 out of 10, but my experience with this game was terrible. My daughter had absolutely no expansion. She went through the game at this point in time and found it to be terrible.
That's terrible.
And just plain terrible.
Terrible.
She had no money on this game, so I had to pay for it out of my own pocket. She actually made it more difficult for her playing this game because she got absolutely bombarded with all her enemies in the game, and I had to spend a lot of time killing her in order for her to level up so that her level cap would get higher. I found this pretty annoying and would be very hesitant to spend more time in this game, let alone play again until I get her playing better.